She didn't just slap her. She humiliated her right there, center of the ring under the bright white lights of Monday Night Raw. Maxxine Dupri didn't just cross a line with Natalya on February 9th, 2026. She burned it to the ground. And if you think this was just another match, you weren't watching closely because what happened on Raw wasn't competition. It was personal. It was ugly. It was chaos. And by the end of the night, the WWE Universe was split down the middle, furious, screaming, and demanding more. So let me ask you something before we break this down. Did Maxxine Dupri prove she belongs in that ring, or did she just expose herself as completely out of her depth? Drop your answer in the comments right now because this debate is about to explode. The tension started before the bell even rang. Natalya, Nattie, walked out first, focused, locked in, calm in that veteran way that only comes from nearly 2 decades of stepping into battle. She wasn't smiling. She wasn't playing to the crowd. She was there to make a point. And then Maxxine Dupri came out. Confident, almost too confident. She strutted down that ramp like she owned the building. Chin high, smirk locked in. That energy wasn't playful. It was defiant, like she had something to prove, like she had something to say without using words. And that right there, that's when you knew this wasn't going to be clean. Quick question for you. Who has the better ring presence right now? The veteran poise of Nattie or the rising star swagger of Maxxine? Be honest. The bell rings, they circle, and immediately you can feel it. The crowd buzzing. They know something's off. Nattie reaches for a collar and elbow tie-up, but Maxxine doesn't lock in. She slaps her hand away. The disrespect. You could hear the ooh ripple through the arena. Nattie doesn't react emotionally, not yet. She smirks, nods, tries again. This time they lock up and Nattie immediately transitions into a side headlock, grounding Maxxine. Veteran instinct, slow the pace, control the rookie. But Maxxine doesn't panic. She shoves Nattie off the ropes, leapfrogs, ducks under, and catches Nattie with a sharp arm drag that surprises everyone, even Nattie. And that's when the crowd started turning. You could hear it. That little spark of, wait a minute. Maxxine kips up and blows a kiss to Nattie. Disrespect number 2. Now, let's pause here. Was that confidence or arrogance? Because there's a fine line in WWE. Cross it the wrong way and the crowd will eat you alive. Nattie charges, and this is where it gets serious. Hard takedown, straight into a grounded waistlock, then a snap suplex that shakes the mat. No flash, no theatrics, just impact. Nattie floats over for a cover. 1, kick out. Maxxine rolls away fast, but the smirk is gone now. And here's what I loved about this sequence. Nattie wasn't trying to outshine her. She was trying to humble her. Another quick one for you. What's more dangerous in WWE? An overconfident newcomer or a veteran with something to prove? Nattie pulls Maxxine up by the hair. The referee warns her, and wham! A stiff forearm across the jaw. You could feel that one. Maxxine stumbles into the corner. Nattie follows with shoulders to the midsection, relentless, methodical, then a snapmare, basement drop kick to the spine. Nattie's sending a message now. You want to play? I'll show you how this game is played. But here's where everything shifts. Nattie goes for a sharpshooter early, too early. Maxxine scrambles, kicks free, rolls to the outside, and instead of regrouping quietly, she grabs Nattie's leg and yanks her face first into the middle rope. The crowd gasps. That wasn't accidental. That was calculated. Maxxine slides back in the ring like nothing happened while Nattie is clutching her throat on the apron. The referee starts counting. And this is where the madness begins. Maxxine doesn't wait. She runs the ropes and blasts Nattie with a baseball slide dropkick that sends her crashing into the barricade. Now the crowd is loud, not cheering, reacting, because that was vicious. And here's my question for you. Did Maxxine just level up in that moment, or did she just lose control? Nattie tries to stand, Maxxine charges again, but Nattie sidesteps and Maxxine slams shoulder first into the steel steps. Momentum shift. You could feel it. Nattie grabs her, throws her back in the ring, and now the veteran is angry. And when Nattie gets angry, she gets technical. Dragon screw leg whip, another one, targeting the knee. Brilliant psychology. Maxxine screams, and for the first time, she looks rattled. Nattie traps the leg, stomps the inside of the knee, and the crowd starts chanting, "Sharpshooter, sharpshooter." You know what's coming. Maxxine tries to crawl. Nattie drags her back, turns her over, but Maxxine grabs the bottom rope at the last possible second. That ring awareness, that was impressive. Be honest, did you expect Maxxine to last this long? Now, here's the turning point. Nattie pulls Maxxine up again, maybe a little too confident now, goes for a discus clothesline. Maxxine ducks, hooks the waist, German suplex, and she bridges it. 1, 2, kick out. So close. The crowd erupts. That was near fall number 1 that had people on their feet. Maxxine doesn't hesitate. She climbs to the second rope, maybe looking for something high risk. And this is where the chaos truly erupts. Nattie springs up and meets her. They're trading shots on the ropes. Forearm, forearm, forearm. Maxxine headbutts her. Nattie wobbles. Maxxine stands tall on the second rope and hits a blockbuster that shakes the entire ring. Cover. 1, 2, kick out again. And now Maxxine is furious. You can see it in her face. She thought that was it. She slams the mat, argues with the referee. And this is where she makes a mistake. She takes too long. Nattie rolls her up. Small package. 1, 2, kick out. Both women scramble up, double clothesline, both down. The crowd is electric now. Let me ask you something simple. What was your favorite spot of this match so far? The German, the blockbuster, or that brutal legwork by Nattie? As they slowly rise, you can feel that the match has shifted from competitive to emotional. They're not wrestling clean anymore. They're swinging. Forearms, slaps, open hands. And then it happens. Maxxine slaps Nattie across the face. Not a wrestling strike, a slap. And Nattie snaps. She tackles Maxxine to the mat and starts hammering down fists. The referee is trying to pull her off, but Nattie is unloading years of frustration. Maxxine claws at Nattie's eyes. Yes, she claws her eyes. The crowd erupts in boos. This is madness now. Both women are back on their feet, screaming at each other. And then, out of nowhere, Maxxine shoves the referee. Not hard, but enough. The ref stumbles, the crowd gasps. You don't do that. You do not put your hands on an official. Nattie capitalizes, kicks her in the gut, hooks the legs, sharpshooter locked in. Dead center of the ring. Maxxine screams. She's nowhere near the ropes. The crowd is on their feet. Is this it? Is the veteran about to humble the rising star once and for all? Maxxine claws forward inch by inch. The pain on her face is real. She's fading. And then she taps. But wait, the referee is still recovering from that shove. He didn't see it. He didn't see the tap. The arena explodes in outrage. Nattie is screaming, "She tapped! She tapped!" Maxxine stops tapping immediately and starts shaking her head. No, no. The referee looks confused. And in that split second of chaos, Maxxine rolls Nattie up, grabs the tights. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Maxxine Dupri steals the win. And the reaction? Nuclear. Boos raining down. Nattie is on her knees, livid. Maxxine slides out of the ring, clutching her knee, but grinning. That wasn't survival. That was theft. Let me ask you right now, was that smart strategy or a coward's victory? Because this is where things got even uglier. Nattie stands up, pointing at Maxxine, yelling that she tapped. Maxxine mocks her from the ramp, pretends to tap, laughs. The disrespect is off the charts. And just when you think it's over, Nattie storms up the ramp. The referees try to stop her. She pushes through and they start brawling on the stage. No bell, no rules, just fists flying. The crowd is losing its mind. Security rushes out, producers, officials, they can't separate them. Maxxine shoves Nattie into a lighting rig. Nattie throws Maxxine into the LED board. And then Nattie locks in the sharpshooter on the stage. Right there, no escape. Maxine screams again, and this time there's no referee to miss it. Security finally pry them apart. Both women are screaming, both furious, and Raw goes to commercial with pure chaos on the screen. Now, tell me something. Does this feel like the start of a rivalry that could headline a premium live event? Because after what we saw, this isn't over. Not even close. Maxine proved she can hang, but she also proved she'll bend the rules to survive. Nattie proved she's still one of the most technically dangerous women on the roster, but she let emotion cloud her judgment. And that's what makes this explosive. Experience versus ambition, respect versus relevance, tradition versus disruption. Quick fun one for you. If this feud continues, what stipulation would you book? Submission match, no DQ, steel cage? Imagine a steel cage. No ropes to grab, no referee to shove, nowhere to run. After what happened